Hello, I'm Gorey. I'm a screenwriter and an animator, and I teach film at the School of Visual Arts in Manhattan. But today I'd like to talk to you about a novel that I co-authored with a friend of mine, Jillian Venice, called Ghost Island. That novel was originally a screenplay that Jillian and I had written several years ago, and after a while we'd been pitching the screenplay to people who had been responding positively. But Jillian said, I would like this story to reach a bigger audience. How do we do that? And the logical assumption was, why don't we turn it into a novel? Something that people could read and experience on their own without waiting for the film version to come out. That novel, which we're both very pleased with, is currently available on Amazon.com in a Kindle edition and as a paperback. In both its screenplay and book incarnations, Ghost Island tells the story of desperately poor Caitlin Goes. She and her brother Greg live in a terrifying neighborhood in Manhattan, where they're set upon by thieves, thugs, drug addicts, and gang members. Caitlin would do anything to get her brother out of this dangerous environment, and when she and Greg find out that they've inherited a beautiful mansion on the California coast, at first it seems like a wonderful escape from the troubles and the problems that they have. But when they arrive on the Washington coast to accept their inheritance, Caitlin and her brother Greg realize that the house itself is an energy center that has drawn both positive and negative spiritual beings to itself. Once they realize that the house is a dangerous and even possibly fatal place to them, Caitlin and her brother and their friends recognize that inheriting the house might also mean surviving the house and overcoming the house's murderous history. On her journey to understanding the house that she's inherited, Caitlin meets a lot of people. Some of them are enemies, but some of them are friends who help guide her through this experience. One of these, Cassandra O'Shaughnessy, is a local woman, a psychic, whose childhood experiences in Go's Manor have traumatized her to such a degree that she can barely talk about them. But ironically and oddly enough, they have triggered Cassandra's psychic abilities, giving her the power and the insight to help Kate and her brother survive the house. But writing a screenplay and then writing a novel are two different things. One might think it's an easy thing to take something that already exists, that you've written yourself, and turn it into another form, but it isn't quite that simple. A screenplay asks different things of the writer. A novel demands more from you as a writer. It demands more from you in terms of what you can tell the audience about your characters. But it also gives you the freedom to delve deeper into histories, personal experiences, and emotions that a 100-page screenplay might not offer the opportunity to do. Jillian and I found that marketing and writing the book was a fascinating process, some of which we'd already known, but some of which we had to learn along the way. The modern marketing tools that people use are very different from the ones that existed when Jillian and I first came into the business. And we realized that it might be a good idea to create a trailer, a visual experience that would give people an idea of what the experience of reading the novel is like. Let's take a look at that trailer. We hope that you'll love reading the book as much as we loved writing it. It's currently available on Amazon.com in a Kindle edition and in a paperback edition. Please check the book out, and if you enjoy it, write a review for it on Amazon.com, sharing your feelings with other readers and with the public. Jillian Venice and I had a wonderful time writing Ghost Island, and we're very proud of the book and the way that it turned out. Thanks for listening, and I hope you enjoy taking a trip to Ghost Island.